It was March break in 2006 when we were just coming home from visiting my mother-in-law, who's in a nursing home. I didn't have my cell phone on. And my sister finally got a hold of us just as we were pulling in to our driveway, and she said, "Oh, Sasha's been injured." And I thought, "Oh, okay, all right. What's he done? What's happened?" Because he was on a snowboarding jaunt with a couple of his friends from school. And she said, no, you've got to come down here right away. He's on life support." And that's when I went. So those are that will be etched in my mind forever. He had been taken from the ski hill to one of the local hospitals and then airlifted to Sick Kids. So it was pretty bad. He was in a coma for 10 days, and then he finally started to come out, which was wonderful. He was in Sick Kids from March to April 24, and then he was transferred to the old Bloorview site, Holland Bloorview site. We started on the therapies, and fortunately we were able to take leave from our jobs, thank heaven, and it was very, very emotionally draining to see formerly our super active, 15-year-old son lying there comatose and with all these tubes and, the neck brace on. And when he started to come out of his coma back at the hospital, he couldn't speak. So that was, quite something. And we were worried that, of course, about his frontal lobe injury. But I'm always a big picture person. I still am to some extent, and I just looked ahead to the future and thought, oh, it's going to be more difficult for him, and it has been honestly. I guess as a parent, you have all your hopes and dreams when you have your little baby there, and when the baby, is going through all the regular milestones of infancy and childhood, and then to have this all of a sudden thrown off, this progress thrown off, it's hard. Immediately you slow down and you have to look at the small successes, and you have to sort of put what you previously had hoped for, you sort of have to put that on the back burner because life is going to take a turn. And you are going to, you and your child and your family, you're going to experience new, hopefully positive experiences and events. I would certainly recommend that parents in this situation, when you feel ready, you reach out to someone else who has been in a similar experience, because your world is just upside down. I mean, not only for your child, but for the rest of the family. Just everything just goes haywire. And I know from my experience, what I found really helpful was to connect with other parents who had had similar experiences, because there is a certain advantage to seek out other people's advice, people who've been through it and who have come out sort of from the other side of the tunnel, and they can look back and reassure you, or maybe offer you advice on maybe try this instead. But the point is you have to be ready to accept that. And another message that I would also give is that you try and take breaks for yourself as well. And because it is so all-consuming in the first little while once your child has this brain injury. I ended up phoning the author of a book that had been that I had been recommended. It was a book that was similar about a young man who had been in a car accident, who also had suffered a brain injury, and whose family went through similar situations. And I just found reading the book so, I don't know, it was soothing almost. And though it was hard to read because I thought, oh gosh, that's like us. Oh. And I actually ended up phoning the author, talking to her. She was so gracious. She talked to me for about 2 hours. So what I wanted was reassurance that, yeah, we're going through all this crap now, but will it settle down somewhat, later on? And she assured me, she told me about what her son was doing currently. So I thought, yeah, that's good. He has accomplished a lot. He has gained a lot of confidence in that he has become an instructor for snowboarding, and that he has done very well in his current school at Centennial, and he's looking forward to the next step beyond. I hope that he gets a job. Like any parent, getting a job right now is not the easiest if you read about the current statistics, and you hope that something will will come for him. I'm very positive about what will happen to him. Like I say, it won't be necessarily what we had hoped, but it will be. It will be positive.